Welcome back to our alphabet series. Today we're on the letter L and we're going to work with leather. And I'm Melody. Welcome to my channel, Making Melody Crafts. Hit the subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button so you'll hopefully be notified of any content I have coming up. If you missed any of the videos in this series, check out the playlist that says Alphabet Series. So I've got my big shot out, I've got leather from old books. I'll even pull out my Crop-A-Dile and show you how to put some grommets into leather. Alright, out of all of these different embossing folders, I'm going to choose this one. This is a Tim Holtz one, and this is Sizzix, and the Big Shot is a Sizzix product as well. But you could use any embossing folder as long as it fits and works. It'll roll right through. So I'm opening up the embossing folder, stick the leather in there, so that's ready to go. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh my goodness, so cool. Can you see it? And look at all of that texture. Alright, so this little piece here, I have already used this with another one of the dies. Now, I'm going to take a flower, so this is a little flower die. Super cute. And you need a little bit of something to hold it down. The cutting side of that is there, so I'm going to put that on there because it's going to cut on the bottom. Alright, we're on 2. How about 3 and 4? Let's see what we've got. Can you see the little flower there? It's really cute, right? Well, here we go. And now there's that spot cut out. Now, let's grab that Crop-A-Dile. I do have a video on how to use that. So now, let's see what we can do with the Crop-A-Dile and with some leather. Oh yes. Alright, so I've got some grommets here. The grommet has 2 sides. So first, I'm going to use the Crop-A-Dile and I'm going to get another hole in here. So I've already got one here, but I'm going to do another one. So this is really sharp. If you get the Crop-A-Dile or any tool like it, be careful. So you can see right there, it's already kind of going down there. So I'm going to squeeze it. We're going to go right through the leather. All right, so now we're going to get a grommet in here. So I've got that one on that side. I've got one side on the top and one side on the bottom. And now we're going to squeeze, and we're going to squeeze slowly, let's see, so that it doesn't split. So squeeze nice and slow. There we go. Really cool, right? This is what I've already done previously. If you want to check out the video where I talk about the Crop-A-Dile, I'll link it here. So that's another thing that we can do with some leather and a Crop-A-Dile. Alright, I'm switching gears because this is actually part of a set of 4 coasters, so I don't want to use that. I'm going to use this piece of leather from the vintage leather kit that I have. And let's get some cool texture on that. Alright, so I grabbed my Big Shot again. Let's go ahead and put that through with that texture plate and see what we get. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Let's see what we've got. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. Check out the texture in that now. So cool. That's just beautiful and a vintage piece of leather. Now, let's do the word thanks. So I'm going to get that positioned right where I want it. And that's why you want to tape that down, because once you have it there, it can shift on you. And again, the cut side is on the other part. This is very smooth right here on the top. And I'd rather roll it through more times than to check it and roll it through again and again. Alright, so now we ran that through with the thanks die. You just kind of need to pick it all out with some kind of a pointy tool, and then it looks like this. Really cool, right? You can see it a little better there. And then the leather that they put on books is usually quite thin, and it's just kind of backed with some paper or some cardboard, some cardstock. Alright, so we've got a flower there that we punched out. Great detail in these, by the way. And I'm going to use this little tool. It's actually a Cricut tool, but you can use it on anything. You don't have to have a Cricut. Alright, so I went ahead and did also the word happy and die cut that out. So we've got Happy Camper, this adorable little RV, but so many cool things you can do with leather. Now obviously this leather that comes from books, from the fronts of books, is thinner than this leather. And then this one is even thicker. But if you have the Crop-A-Dile Big Bite, it's really handy. It does go through things great. I don't work for them, and this video is not sponsored by them, although I wouldn't mind. But so many fun things to make with leather to put on a card. I just think it's really cool. That can be masculine, that can be feminine. It's leather, it's awesome, right? I love leather. We used the Crop-A-Dile. We did some embossing, we used some embossing folders, then we used some dies and ran it through the Big Shot. Now let's go ahead and stamp on leather. There's so many different things that you can do with leather in crafting. This is Colorworks ink. Alright, so we're going to emboss on this. Why not? So I've got a little embossing powder because this is a pigment ink. So I tap that off, and now let's just grab a little paintbrush. I just want to carefully get away any of the embossing powder that isn't in the design. And now, using an embossing heat tool, sorry for the noise, That's hot. So now that's embossed. Otherwise you would need something like a StazOn ink to make that work. So leather is super versatile, even for a paper crafter. There's so many things that you can do with it, fun ways you can use it, putting it on a card. We can die cut it, we can put rivets in it, we can use embossing folders, we can even stamp on it and emboss. If you had some fun or enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I'll catch you later.